So now we have 11:01, and maybe we slowly can move to the beginning of the webinar, and other participants can join us later on today. So first of all, thank you so much for coming today to our webinar. And it's our big pleasure to see you all here today, and to see that our idea of bringing digital technologies to Africa, to Kenya, is growing, and we get more supporters among the young people who live in this country. And first of all, I would like to thank you, to say a huge thank you to Tonnui Dennis. And probably many of you know the name of the company, his company, Re-Route LTD. And he's one of the honored and well-known supporters of innovations, not just in Kenya, but in all sub-Saharan region. And I will be very happy to share my stage and to give Tony a few minutes to share his words with you now. Tony, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. It is privilege to be here. I'm so much delighted to be here to address Petiole Pro, UK-based company that has agreed to collaborate with us in empowering us in agriculture, DOPA, and poultry farming. This partnership is a significant step towards achieving our goal of enhancing the livelihoods of our farmers and contributing to the growth of our agricultural sector. So, in the partnership scope, it is very essential components because we are aiming at improving our economy, providing food and income for millions of people. However, many farmers face numerous challenges, including limited access to finance, lack of technical expertise, and inadequate markets for their produce. This collaboration aims to address these challenges by providing farmers with the necessary resources and support to their productivity and profitability. Petiole Pro brings to the table a wealth of expertise, experience in precision agriculture, data analytics, and farm management. Through this partnership, we will leverage their expertise to provide our farmers with access to advanced farming technologies, real-time data analytics, and market information. This will enable them to make informed decisions and optimize their operations and increase their yields. In addition to the technical assistance, Petiole Pro will also provide financial support to our farmers. This will help them assess quality inputs such as seeds, fertilizers, and drugs, and improve their farming practices. By providing them with the necessary resources, we aim to empower them to become successful entrepreneurs who can contribute to the growth of our economy by creation of jobs. Furthermore, this collaboration will create jobs and stimulate economic activities in rural areas by increasing the productivity of our farmers. We will also enhance food security and reduce poverty levels in our communities. This is a significant step towards achieving our vision of prosperous and self-reliant nation. In conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to the Petiole Pro for their commitment to this partnership. I am confident that this collaboration will bring about positive change in the lives of our farmers and contribute to the growth of our economy. Together, we can create a better future for our people and our nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such nice and great statement, Tonnui. And now we will move on to our presentation, and we will speak more about the plant phenotyping and about the possibilities which plant phenotyping can bring for the prosperity of Africa and for the prosperity of Kenyans. And I hope you all see my screen nicely, and you have any you don't have any problems with seeing and reading the text which I have in the presentation. But if any, you can always go to the settings of your Microsoft Teams and try to adjust the better quality, or otherwise you also can give a shout to the QA tab of our webinar, so we will see which experience you get. And also, this is our agenda for today. So we plan to have a nice full hour of educational and investigating activities. So firstly, we will speak a little bit about what is Petiole Pro Africa and what we are doing here. And then we will speak about the educational segment of plant phenotyping and how plant phenotyping is important, particularly for agriculture in Africa. Then we will consider a few case studies where Petiole Pro were supporting the data collection and decision making in specific farming practices. Also, it will be the most exciting probably thing because it will be a live demo. So I have lots of leaves and even some fruits to show you how to use PTO in real life, and you will see the magic all inside here. And then we will have Q&A session, and this will be supported by your questions. So please ask any questions if you have them, and in the next slide I'll show you the specific button which you can use for this type of task. And then finally we'll just make a wrap up and plan some next follow-up steps afterwards. So these are that magic keys which you need to use during this session. So surely, yes, if you can switch on camera, it will be absolutely brilliant, and we will see you, and we will interact with you. But also we would like to ask you about the questions. So if you have any questions about the content of our webinar today, or at all you have general questions about Petiole Pro and how to use it, please, I hope you see this button on the left hand side. It's questions, Q&A. So just press it and type your question, and this question will be visible, and we will answer this question after the end of the sessions which I mentioned a second ago. And also, this is very important as well, emoji. So you can always use this expression, and if you support any statement which you hear today, you can just choose the emoji which you prefer and send it, and everyone will see it in the screen. So let's just give a try. If you can hear me nicely, and your video stream is good, and your mood is positive, please show me your emojis now, and then we will be ready to move on, and I will see that you can see me nicely. Yes, okay. I see. Okay, nice. So now we can move on and. Yes, this is actually what is the intro about the person who will take 1 hour of your time. It's about me. My name is Maryna, and I'm co-founder in Petiole at Petiole LTD, and I work in agriculture technologies for the last 7 years. In my past life, I mean past life before the agriculture appeared in my life, I was a lawyer, so I did quite a little bit boring stuff, but it was still interesting and exciting. And then when I moved to the agriculture and I discovered the world of plants and how the digital technologies can improve the work with plants, I decided why not to spread the word about this. And this is why I'm here today. And I will be more than happy to bring all my experience or all my knowledge here and share that with you. Actually, we at Petiole Pro have started the project. It's a network called Petiole Pro Africa. And this unique effort which we input into this network is based on the idea that smartphone technologies are the core technologies for farming, specifically for small and medium-sized farming in Africa, considering the scalability of smartphone technologies and as well as that accuracy which smartphone can bring into your decision-making process when you need to get data about your plants and you can get this data very quickly just tapping the screen of your smartphone. And also, we would like to make this network involved. And we would like to hear more voices of people who are keen on trying the digital technologies in their growing practices. Moreover, the existing technologies, existing smartphones, they are pretty good in work with different types of crops. So now there is no limit for using smartphone in agriculture. But we need to think firstly, so how exactly these technologies can help and with what specific tasks. So this is a little bit of educational moment and educational segment of our webinar, because maybe theoretical a little bit, but I tried to make it more positive and bring some and brought some images and captures. So you will see some examples. But plant phenotyping, frankly speaking, it's all about measuring and assessing. So you have a plant, let's say I have this plant, and I would like to do plant phenotyping for this specific plant. So what I can do, I can see the size of the leaf, I can see the color of the leaf, and also plant phenotyping is answering not just these questions, but traditional for plant phenotyping questions, there are questions about number, so how many specific plant organs can you see, can you account, can you manage, and other qualitative and quantitative aspects of plant phenotyping is the core task for collection. And these questions, which you can see on the screen, is just a few ideas what insights can be generated based on the image and based on the specific setup of plant presence. We can more questions ahead. So previously, as you see here, it's all mainly about the stage when you are growing some or even pre-growing, so you are just a nursery stage and you are doing plant phenotyping. But on the next slide you can see already the questions when you have the pre-harvest or post-harvest assessment. And let's say you already have some fruits or some vegetables, or maybe it's flowers if you are doing ornamental crops and doing floriculture, or maybe there is a need to monitor any other crops for you. Then you also can ask the same questions about quality and quantity. And these are just the examples of what you can get using digital technologies and specifically artificial intelligence, computer vision, deep learning technologies, using as much as just a smartphone. And this is actually the time when you need to think about your questions, because, as I said, it's very important for us to see your questions, to see your involvement into today's conversation. And we will be absolutely appreciated to have these questions, because it will be the time for the questions Q&A at the end of the webinar. And this was a bit of interactive conversation in this slightly theoretical stuff about plant phenotyping. But now I will tell you even more practical things about plant phenotyping in Africa. At the same time, I wanted to highlight that there are some challenges. So it's not so easy going practice to do plant phenotyping, because especially in your geographical region, because it's all about the diversity, about specifics. And as you know, your native land, your native motherland is very beautiful, and there are so many species, and there are so many plants over there that sometimes it creates a challenge to monitor all of them and to assess all of them. The same situation about the lack of accessible and lack of scalable technologies as of now, because it's obvious fact that to get proper plant phenotyping, you need to have the tools. And that's why our idea is that a smartphone is that tool which can help with accepting this challenge and win this game. And also there is a need to it's obvious need to get more plant phenotyping data exactly now, since the population on earth is growing and we experience some food insecurity. That's why the better plant phenotyping we will do, and the more data we will get about different plants and different crops which are grown in Africa, this will provide more food security, not just for the continent, but the whole world. And this is the point where Petiole Pro can help. Because as of now, we have developed a platform with a collection of modules for specific plant phenotyping tasks. All these modules are already available in the smartphone, and you can use it exactly now. So all you need to do is download the smartphone app Petiole Pro from the Google Play Store. Um, and by the way, I will demonstrate this everything step by step in our live mode demonstration. So wait a minute, and wait not a minute, just 5 minutes, and we will see everything step by step. But I mean that you can do it now, and you can use available and accurate plant phenotyping tools already now. So about Petiole Pro, we have four core modules which you see represented in this screen, and mainly we have been known, and our mobile application have 93 research paper citations because of leaf area measurement. As you know, leaf area is one of the core characteristics of plant growth, and also it's one of the main points how to understand the plant health. So that's why leaf area either destructive when you are cutting the leaf, or non-destructive when you are measuring exactly on the plant without cutting a leaf. It's one of the characteristics for plants to see the reaction of plant on the environment, on the change of environment. If you apply, for example, some fertilizer, biofertilizer, you can track the impact. Otherwise, if you are breeding some new crop, or you would like to see the impact of other change, let's say temperature or humidity or any other environmental change, maybe some biotic or abiotic stress. It's all about measuring the physical presence of leaf, so leaf area. The second module, it's the second from the right hand side. You see, it's DGCI, so it's called leaf greenness assessment module. And this module is, again, it's all about plant health assessment, and it helps to assess the nitrogen status in the plant. And what is nitrogen status and why do we need to assess it? Actually, it can be a separate webinar because it's a huge topic about how plants are using their chlorophyll, how they are interacting with the environment, and how the amount of chlorophyll is impacting the overall plant health. At the same time, this is the point which also demonstrates the results what we have, how the environmental impact is affecting the plants. So, for example, probably you know that it's one of the widest and the easiest example to provide. If you don't pour water and have water in your plants become pale, they are not green, they are yellow. And this is one of the reactions, how the plant is reacting to the lack of water, and what is one of the most critical input for. So that's why the DGCI, it's dark green color index. It's one of the indexes which are available to assess the reaction of plant to the environmental change. And there are a lot of different crops which are sensitive to the change, and you can track this sensitivity using digital technologies and Petiole Pro. Also, we have on the left-hand side, we have the soybean nodule count. It's quite a new module. We have developed it a month ago for specific request of breeders who are working with soybean. At the same time, this module is relevant also for everyone who is working with legumes, and probably you know that legumes, they have very specific and very unique root architecture and root system, which include nodules. And that's why counting of nodules, it's quite laborious task, and that's why we decide that it's possible to use Petiole Pro for this task. And you can do it as well. So you can find the guideline video in our YouTube channel and count your root models, and this module is available in our Petiole Pro. And finally, let's go to the right-hand side. You can see a bright tomato. So this is the module which we have developed just 10 days ago. But it seems that already a few people who are using Petiole enjoy it, because it gives the precise measurement of a specific plant organ, like a digital ruler. So you don't need to use anything else. You just need to use the calibrating pad and make a photo of your either fruit or plant or whatever you need to measure, and point to make 2 points and get the measurement. That's it. That's simple as it can be. And by the way, again, I will show you this, how it works in real-time mode in our live demonstration. Now, very important, maybe a little bit theoretical part, but still it's very important to understand why to use mobile application Petiole Pro for your needs, for your research and for your production cycle. So we have 3 specific tasks which we want to cover with Petiole. First, it's about availability. Probably you know that internet is a very good thing, but sometimes we lack of internet and lack of connection, and there are no good signal in rural areas. And this is a real problem for tasks like plant phenotyping. When you are in the middle of nowhere, you are standing in some forest or some jungle or some field, and you need to measure your plant to get data, but internet is not working. What to do? That's why Petiole Pro has this offline mode. So you are working offline and it works without any problems offline or online. It's okay. It works on any type of connection you have. And by the way, this photo which you can see on the right hand side of this screen, it's a real photo which was taken by the researchers from one of the Turkish universities. They were doing research on sugar beet, and they were doing the collection of leaf area. As you see, they put the smartphone and they were collecting leaf area using Petiole Pro. Yes, so this is one of the aspects about availability everywhere. The second point is about the cost. We understand that robots are very good, probably, but they are expensive. They cost thousands and hundreds of thousands dollars and pounds and any other currencies. It's very expensive thing to have. And even if we speak about some smaller smaller scope of technologies, let's say a drone or even some depth camera, it all costs hundreds of dollars. And unfortunately, not all people can afford this because it requires extra investments. And that's why we point on smartphone. Everyone now in current world has this nice tool in their pocket, and the penetration of smartphone technologies in Africa is growing on annual basis. And that's why it's our belief that using smartphone based tools for agriculture in Africa is one of the ways how to bring these digital technologies into work, into real life. And that's why it's the solution which is cost effective and effective, because it measures, it brings data, it brings analytics. And final point, which is very important for us, it's about efficiency. And efficiency is about accuracy and it's about the time, because we understand that surely there are methods how you can get the accurate measurements. Let's say with leaf area, if you need to measure leaf area of plant and you use the grid paper, let's say, or some other type of things which are historically proven as effective. At the same time, you will spend half of an hour of doing just one leaf, of doing the shape of this leaf and then counting the squares. And by the way, we have done this and compared the time saving of petiole and grid paper measurements. So it's thousands of minutes were saved in comparison with what we have with grid paper and what we have in Petiole Pro. So that's why obviously our eyes are not so good in speeding assessment, but the camera of smartphone is much faster in comparison with our human abilities. So let's have it as a spare tool. So we are not speaking about the removing a person from the chain of production, because this is one of the problems of artificial intelligence and robotics that we hear now, that some of the technology innovators, they suggest that we need to bring robots everywhere and bring technologies everywhere. No, we don't need to do this, because these people, we need to give these people opportunity to work, but we need to bring them tools to work effectively and smartly. And that's why the mobile application exists, and that's why we see that it helps people to be more productive and improve the performance of their work. Yes, and this is the slide of our pride, because it's all about Petiole Pro and about what we are doing, um, how we are doing this, and about our small achievements, because I still believe that our bigger achievements are somewhere in front of us. Briefly, yes, as I mentioned, we have 93 citations in the research papers published by the scientists from 28 countries on the globe. So we are present in all the continents. Also, the journals where they published their work, some of these works are the master thesis, some of them are PhD thesis. For some of them, it's articles. One of the research paper was published in Frontiers in Plant Science, and we have lots of publications in MDPI plants, MDPI microorganisms. So we have variety of publications, topics, crops, technologies, which were supported by Petiole Pro as the main data collection tool for their further discoveries. Also, we have successfully accomplished the grant funded project from Innovate UK, and I will show you. Yeah, it will be on my next slide. Yes, so I see that our time is running out, so we need to be a little bit faster. So this is, yes, the case studies which I want to show you, and how Petiole Pro helps real farmers and real researchers. So first case is about the farmers. And so what we got, probably you know the pest called false codling moth, FCM. It's abbreviation, which is very sad abbreviation, because this pest, it creates the huge threat for food security in Africa and sub-Saharan Africa. And as of now, it's a quarantine pest for all other parts of the world. This means that this pest exists only in Africa, and all other countries are doing all types of monitoring and preventing the entry of this pest into their local ecosystems, because this pest is absolutely adaptive, and it's actually, it eats everything. So it doesn't matter. Now we were doing the project on chili pepper, but it also likes citrus, it likes roses, it likes different types of crops, so no limits for that. So our task was to develop a AI powered solution for early stage detection and monitoring of false codling moth. And we visited Kenya a few times. We were involved in this work with local farmers, and we met nice Maasai during this work. So yes, we developed the solution, and we successfully accomplished it, and we are waiting for the next stages of growing this project. Also, I want to tell you about a different story, how the researchers are using Petiole Pro. So in this case, they were measuring leaf area, and also they were collecting. So actually, again, it's all about pest, but in this case, they were trying to understand how the rabbit urine is effective or not as a type of anti-pest chemical, which can be used to protect corn plants. And on the next slide here, you can see the direct quote from the research work, and they explain how they use Petiole Pro. At that stage, we had these calibrating plates, so they were using this, and so it's very clear in structure how the Petiole Pro can provide the leaf area, and they actually measured the leaf area and the area which was eaten by the larvae of this of the fall armworm, and this was the benefit for them. They will be able to measure the loss of the leaf area based on the measurements which they have collected with Petiole Pro. I'm starting to be a little bit faster because I understand that we have just 40 minutes left. Sorry, we have already used 40 minutes and we have just 20 minutes left for our all excited things. So yes, this is my reminder. Please, if you have any questions on this stage, ask them in the chat and I will do my best to answer them today now. But if not, don't worry. I have all the records of the questions, so I will I will answer them in the follow-up, or maybe if you will be able to stay longer, we can stay longer. It's not a problem. So finally, yes, this is the scene which I like the most. And now I will start to share my screen. So this is the ordinary smartphone, and now I will do like the live translation, and I will show you how Petiole Pro works in fact. Oh, can I see? I hope. No. Oh, that's shame. Give me a second. Yes, finally, from the third time we are able to see it. So I hope you see the screen now. And so actually, if you will use Petiole, if you will go to Google Play Store, download Petiole, and you will open it first time. So it will be the screen which you will see. And this is the area which you will start. So you will create a free account. Here is a brief questionnaire which we would like to ask you, just to understand who are you, and this will help us to be more specific when we are developing our tools and new modules. So you need to continue, and yes, I'm pressing my account here. Here you see the main screen of Petiole Pro. As you see, these are the modules which I mentioned. It's leaf analysis, which includes the leaf area and perimeter of the leaf, as well as leaf greenness. Then you can see the soybean nodules, which I mentioned before. Also, if you are interested in the citrus, this is one of our future developments, and we are now collecting we are creating an internal group of people who are interested in this, because we have some new developments. So if you would like to join the wait list, just press the button join the wait list and you will be in touch with us. And yes, finally you can see my gallery, but I will show you the real gallery which I will generate now. Then also, if you go to the down to the bottom side of the screen, you can see the catalog, and here where the calibrating plates are. So as I mentioned to you, all you need to do is press the button DIY, and you see the calibrating plates. For leaf area, it's the first one. And here you see the PDF. So all you need to do is to print it out in 100 scale, and you will get something like that if you will cut it in circle. But if you don't have this opportunity, just use as it is. The main point, all 8 markers must be visible. Also, we provided for your experiments, we provided the leaf greenness as well. At the same time, we understand that ordinary printers, they are not very good in qualitative in quality of green printing, because as we experienced, we tried various printers, but unfortunately these greens are not properly green, and they are with some stains, some micro blurriness and other aspects which made then the assessment not very accurate. That's why if you are interested in this type of calibrating plates, please let us know. And then also, if you wish to have some specific calibrating plate for the quality assurance and just check the size measurement, you can print this specific calibrating plate with sizes, and you can check how accurate is the measurement. So use it in every day if you need it. Let's imagine that you have printed it out. And let's go back to our Petiole Pro. I see that our time is absolutely on the edge, and I deeply apologize about these technical issues which we have before, but now I will do my best to show you everything as soon as possible. So we have this calibrating plate, and now we have this leaf. It's a leaf of rose. So what you need to do, you can, one of the option, it's just one of the option, you can place leaf on the calibrating plate. So, and now open your camera. I hope it will work, at least not will be creating the problems. Then you need to place your leaf, and yes, just make sure that there are no not so strange shades or something, like the sun is not shining straight, because it creates shades, and these shades are bringing the inaccuracy. So now we are making the photo, and if we will go to our Petiole Pro, and we will open the photo. Here is the leaf which we have just captured. You press the area and touch the leaf, and you see the area is 26.68. But this is not the end of the story. We can also choose the segmentation. What is segmentation? This purple or violet, let's say, the colorful line around the leaf, it's the way how the smartphone recognizes leaf. So the smartphone understands, okay, this is leaf and this is the background. But sometimes it's more complicated. So we offer two segmentations. And here you see the other segmentation. Yes, it still offers this, but this segmentation is more precise because it shows that there is the area 25.6 centimeters. So let's save this. Here is the button where you can save, and the message measurement saved successfully. And also, yes, if you need perimeter, you can also see it. And if you need to go back to previous segmentation and you think that that segmentation was better, you can press and use again the threshold segmentation and save. Yes, here again, 26.68. Let's save it. Save it for our future needs. Then if you need greenness, and if you are able to measure greenness, all you need to do, go to the next tab here, greenness. And then you can tap on the part of the leaf which need to be measured. So here you see the DGCI is 0573. Let's save it. But also we offer the wide opportunity to measure the leaf greenness with medium or larger row size of the square which is measuring. So let's choose large. Yes, and we see it. We see it is a different number. And now we also save it. And finally, if you wish to have the measurement of your length and width, go back to the tab area, touch the leaf and touch the photo. Here you see your leaf. Not absolutely precise, yeah, because the second segmentation was better. Let's go to the second one. Here, touch the photo. Here you see it. And now what you need to do, you need to touch one time and touch the other time. And you see the width of the leaf is 5.7 centimeters. And then if you need length, just again, 2 dots, and you see the length is 7.4 centimeters. Great. Let's go to our gallery and see what's going on. Here you are. This is the second segmentation because it's more accurate, 25 and 6. And this is the first segmentation, not accurate because, as you see, there are shades which has been captured by the algorithm. And also, if you have greenness, you see the greenness measurements as well. This was the smaller square, and this was the bigger square, and the accuracy the same. And I see that we are, I will take probably 5 or 10 minutes of your time extra, but please, I want to show you other opportunities. So for example, I will show you firstly tamarind. Tamarind, you know better than me that it's very nice and delicious. So what you can do the same. I mean that you can measure it. And for example, the length and width. So what we are doing photo. Yeah, but now we also offer this type of calibrating plates for measurements. So we can place like this and make a photo. Yes. And now we go back to our Petiole Pro, and here we have our tamarind. So again, this segmentation is not good. Let's go to the other segmentation. Yes, it is here. Here is our tamarind, and we can measure the length of tamarind. It's 5.3 centimeters, or width of tamarind, or its diameter actually in this case. It's 2.4 centimeters. And the same way you can use Petiole Pro for other measurements. But finally, I wanted to show you even with something bigger. For example, this, oh, sorry. Give me just a second. Oh, not again. I hope it will not disconnected me. Sorry about this. Oh yeah, I see. It will be fine. Hopefully it will be fine. Because now we will have the most interesting thing about orange. And as you know, measuring of orange parameters, for example, the diameter is one of the quality assurance. Yes, we are here. Of the quality assurance aspects. So you can now measure your food produce using Petiole Pro, and you will get the precise and accurate measurements. So firstly, we will make a few photos. First photo will be up like there. So what I do, I place the orange on the table and place the calibrating plate next to the orange. Yes, here we have our orange. And now what we will do, we will even cut orange, and we will be able to measure the diameter, or maybe some, if we will have seeds, it will be, so here you are, we have our orange, and we have cut it, and now what we do the photo again. So give me a second, I will make this nice photo. Yes, here we are. So you see the photo, and we go to Petiole Pro back, open our first photo. First photo segmentation is not very good because you see the shade is captured. Let's try to see the other segmentation. Oh, in this case, a little bit better. Still a little bit of shade captured, but better. And here you are, you can measure the diameter, just 0.1, 0.2. Here you are, we have 11.5 centimeters. Just, I see that there is some delay in video, but here you are, and we can do like this as well, and this. So you can get any measurement which you need. And then, and yes, really safe. And then if you will go back, here you have the opportunity to add a new photo. So the new photo is here. Again, the first segmentation is slightly not as good, but again, even if you will touch it now, you see the image, and you can already use the measurements. So let's touch here 12.5, and here it's 11.4, but not, oh, again we can do measurements, but let's have the segmentation. Let's try to, oh, this one are better. Look at this. So you can do like that. Here 12.5 as we measured in previous screen. Let's save it. And greenness, oh sorry, not greenness, and the second one here again, let's measure it, 11.7. So I mean that you can play with this technology, you can try adjust to yourself. And I see that it's already time to finish, but we still have some things which have not finished for us. So just let's jump again back to our presentation, and I will ask you just a small bit of just to finalize what we have done and what we will do next. So yes, our Petiole Pro demo is here and it's done. Let's yeah, this is one of the most interesting things. It's all about the Q&A. So give me a second. I was not able to manage in live mode all the questions which we have. Oh yeah, I see we have not so many questions as of now, but still we have. Yeah, we have a question of how to get leaf area calibrating plate. Yes, okay, as I mentioned, leaf area calibrating plate, it's available inside the mobile application. So I can provide a specific screenshot of that screen, and you will be able to find it in your mobile app. And now I don't have any other chance to keep your time, and this is the moment where I would like to ask you to switch on camera if you wish, because it will be a nice opportunity to make a photo of all our people who are here today. And it will be just a great chance to feature all of you. We will publish our update on LinkedIn. If you are on LinkedIn, that's amazing. We can even try to tag you and find your profile, or otherwise in the follow-up email, we will provide the link to my profile. So please send me request and I will be absolutely appreciated. I will accept it, and I will tag you in this event, and we will be able to make a nice post about your interest in our technology and in digital technologies at all. So give me just a second of a little bit of preparations, and give me a second again. Still more people are coming to the cameras. That's good. That's very, very good. So just the only thing. Okay, so here we are. Uh, please, first nice smile. And then once again, we will make one nice smile. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. And yes, this is the final bit. I will not take your time anymore because I understand how busy you are all. So the brief plan for the next. So first of all, as I mentioned, there will be a follow-up email. It will be sent to, I hope today, but maximum it will be tomorrow in your mailbox. So please check up, and if you will have any questions, reply to the email and I will get the question from you and we will quickly manage everything. The second point, webinar in March. I already enjoyed this webinar. Despite all these technical issues and everything, I will do my best to improve. So next webinar will be not about plant phenotyping, but about something more interesting, or maybe you will give me a topic and we will think about how we can make everything interesting together. So webinar in March, let's meet again. And finally, many of you left your mobile numbers for WhatsApp group, private agritech WhatsApp group. Yes, we are processing this, and soon you will be able to see the group and enjoy the news and messages which we are exchanging over there. So thank you so much again for today, for your time, and I wish you a very good rest of this day. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. Please send us your feedback, and yes, thank you and see you in March. Yes, thank you so much. Bye. Bye, everyone.